across the globe. Thank you so much for joining us again. All right, it's your program, everyone's program, my program, City Stand. And of course, the respondents are here to react to what is trending in the country. We have the Saturday Sun newspaper and the Saturday Punch here with us this morning, and uh, having certain topical discussions that we need to look into. All right, a quick appreciation to an anonymous viewer in the United States of America. Yeah, he told me not to call his name, and he has blessed Mr. Vincent and James John this morning. And we need to appreciate him. James John, Mr. Vincent, please come closer. An anonymous viewer in the United States of America.
Mr. Anonymous viewer, I want to say God will continue to increase you on all sides. God will bless you. For having kept faith with this platform, I say God will continue to, you will continue to soar to greater heights. Thank you. I am very, very, very grateful. My gratitude is unlimited. Thank you very much.
All right, James John, you are also one of the beneficiaries.
Mr. Anonymous, I want to thank you very much wherever you are. I'm indeed grateful for the gesture you have extended to me down here. And I pray that the good Lord will continue to bless you and your family in all that you do. Thank you very much, and may God bless you.
All right, 20,000 for Mr. Vincent and 20,000 for James John. These are good analysts on the program, and we say a big thank you for appreciating them. Also to Mrs. Tina in California, we say a big thank you to you once again. She blessed the likes of Femi, Gentleman Mike, Kunle, Onyeze, OJ, global analyst. Can we just appreciate her once more before we continue?
Mommy Tina, we say thank you. May God continue to bless you as you continuously bless us on City Stand. May God continue to bless you in every area that you are expecting God. God will intervene. Whenever you need help, God will also rise up for your help. Everything you are hoping for, God will give it to you. Thank you very much. And remember, and you will never fall sick by the special grace of God. You will not die untimely. You will grow old. Thank you very much, ma'am.
All right, okay.
Yes, Mrs. Tina, this is Mr. Ojolade saying good morning to you, ma'am. In California, may God bless you. I receive what you sent to me through our Uncle and Mr. Mike. Like I've been saying, as you have been consistently be blessing us, may God consistently bless you too. God will not go back from blessing you. Will not mourn over you. You continue to soar higher and higher. I'm very grateful. May God bless you and cleanse your pockets in Jesus' name.
Again, I want to appreciate Mr. Tina for her support on this platform. I want to thank you personally for the cash gift sent to us. May God continue to bless your endeavors in Jesus' name. Thank you very much.
I want to say a big thank you to Ms. Tina. God bless you, ma. Thank you. May God continue to celebrate you and multiply you and prosper you in everything you lay your hand on. God bless you, ma. Thank you. I appreciate it.
All right, thank you so much, Mrs. Tina. And also to Big T Prince this morning, Ordinary Taiwo. He blessed everyone yesterday. We had refreshments together. And, so we say a big thank you to you.
Big fish,
Big T Prince.
may you continue to grow big. Not in physics, but spiritually, financially, in every area. You continue to grow big. Thank you very much, Mr. Odolade Taiwo. Remember, sir. We appreciate.
All right, we appreciate that great gesture.
The big team, the big fish. I want to say a very big thank you to you. You really made our day yesterday. You gave us some kind of a hope whenever you intervene in our state of living. I want to say my thanks no bounds to you. I would rather say that God will continue to beam His light on you in every spheres of your human endeavor. I want to say a very big thank you to you once again.
All right, as to our Christmas celebration, yeah, he has donated the sum of 100,000 naira. We need to appreciate him this morning. Big T Prince, 100,000 naira for the Christmas celebration. Please, we need to appreciate him once more. Thank you so much, Big T Prince. That was a great one.
Big T Praise, thank you so much for that gesture. We really appreciate it for your continuous support on this platform. Thank you. May God continue to bless. Thank you.
Thank you so much. All right. Okay.
Basic Prince, thank you for your blessing of yesterday for entertainment. May God bless you. And the donation for the Christmas and the year to gift to us yesterday. And Mr. Ojolade, may God bless you, sir. Thank you very much.
All right, please. You have the opportunity to support us. Yeah, it comes up on the 13th of December. Yeah, 13th of December. We have just a few weeks to that day. Yeah, the platform needs your support. Okay, account number. Thank you so much, Mr. Tony. Tony, let us know where you are watching us from. Tony is demanding our account number. Yeah, which will be dropping it in the comment section. Also, my regards to Water, Liverpool. Liverpool is in water. Good morning to you. How are you doing? Water, Liverpool. Also to Chief Udezi Chima, as one of our esteemed viewers from Italy. We say thank you so much for your consistency on the program. We also appreciate Jacob Dedeji. I'll be traveling this morning. You supported me with military men, military men to guide me. So I'll be going to this morning. Jacob Adedeji, thank you so much for that great support. I'll be traveling out to Lagos today. So thank you so much. We really appreciate you. Thank you so much, Jacob Adedeji. All right, so Mrs. Anoma, Mr. Ben in Germany, we appreciate you. Thank you so much. But before all this, let me quickly move down to what we have on papers. The Saturday Sun at this time this morning, Saturday Sun newspaper was on its front page. Yeah, after the sentencing of Nnamdi Kanu, the leader of the indigenous people of Biafra, to life imprisonment, he has been relocated to Sokoto prison. Nnamdi Kanu is now in Sokoto. Who said what a testimony there? Okay. Something is wrong with you. It's not that okay. So sorry. That's the sad developments in the country, especially in the southeastern parts of the nation. Nigerians are not really happy with the development, and I hope the presidency, does the needful as soon as possible. On the case of Mazi Nnamdi Kanu, Nigerians are currently mourning. Yeah, he's a guy that was agitating for good governance, agitating for Nigerians to get to have the dividends of democracy. But at the end of the day, he found himself in the detention of the federal government or DSS. He has been sentenced to life imprisonment. But as we speak, Igbo leaders are rallying around, looking for a solution. Some have suggested political solution to the case of Mazi Nnamdi Kanu. But let's see what comes out at the end of the day. IPOB legal team consider options. What options are they considering this morning? We shall be looking at it together. I'm not here to do justice myself. I have respondents here, journalists to do justice to this. You can go to pages 2, 3, and 29 of the Sun newspaper on the imprisonment of Mazi Nnamdi Kanu. Family rejects alleged relocation to Sokoto. Family rejects alleged relocation to Sokoto. Ohaneze, MBF, others seek political solution. I said it earlier on that people are looking towards political solution. All right, Bianca Ojukwu urges calm, calls for dialogue with federal government. I think this is a good development. I'm hopeful. I know Mazi Nnamdi Kanu will come out of this crisis. Mascots, Uzo Kalu appeals to Tinubu to intervene. Now, another sad story coming from Niger State. Over 200 pupils were abducted. Yeah, that's to tell you how worsened the security situation is in Nigeria. It has worsened and it's been becoming unbearable. Nigerians are lamenting and complaining. We have it on the front page of Saturday Sun newspaper. How bandits abducted students from Niger school. Over 200 abducted. Just a few days ago, about 25 were abducted in Kebbi. Yeah, we have it again. Over 200 abducted in Niger State. Currently, the Katsina State The governor has ordered the closure of schools. I don't know if other places too are doing that. Yeah, closure of public schools. About two states, okay, about two states in the country now. Well, let them close it. Let them close the schools. You know, it's the security situation is deteriorating. Yeah, Noble Lord Wole Soyinka has again lambasted U.S. President Donald Trump over his statement, saying that at this point in time that we are facing so much or enormous security challenges that the statement he issued is not needed. Federal government states shut schools as terrorists abduct 215 Niger pupils. This is on Saturday Punch newspaper. Federal government states shut schools as terrorists abduct 215 Niger pupils. Bandits target students. 42,000 schools risk closure. Defense minister relocates to Kebbi. Northern governors demand action. All right, we have other stories here, but we won't go beyond this. I welcome everybody once again to your number one is about review program, your number one public opinion program, City Stand on CSTV.
I'll say that again, Michael.
City Stand
Number
on
one,
CSTV.
City Stand. That's the channel of choice for most Nigerians at the moment, even for people outside of the shores of the country. We are proud to be part of this platform, Michael.
Thank you so much.
Yeah, we thank God for City Stand, and it will continue to be growing from strength to strength by the special grace of God. This is where we give you our opinion uncensored, without apology. We give it out like that and take it as we are giving you. Thank you for remaining with us. May God continue to be with you. Thank you very much.
All right, so Adijoy Elonge, who has joined us this morning, says shalom. I will say good morning to you. Thank you so much for joining us. Tony Scott, you're welcome to the program. Thank you. I will drop the account details very soon. Olawumi Yusuf is also here. We say good morning. Thank you for joining us. Benedict Olanye is also here. Thank you so much for joining us this morning, all the way from Sokoto State House. As of Villa, we have the one, Abdul. Good morning to you all. You're welcome. Femi, why relocate him from Abuja to Sokoto?
Well, if you look at this case, it's a very, very complex one, in the sense that Nnamdi Kanu himself has known that this is a predetermined case. Maybe that's why he leave it for them that I don't have case to answer. I'm not ready to defend myself. Go and suit yourself. And they are giving them, a blank check for them to write whatever they like on it. And I think James Sokoto has written whatever he wished there. When you look at after James Sokoto deliver his judgment, before he now make announcement of how many years he's going to give him. Is it not the big woman or something? The leading prosecuting counsel. Now, it was the one that was giving James Sokoto some advice that he should make sure that Nnamdi Kanu is kept in a special prison, in a special place, because the man is, because the way he behaves, he may be a violent person and the people may attack him, and his life is very, very important. And he particularly recommended that he should not be kept in Kuje prison. So when they want to keep him, they will not want to keep him in Yoruba land or keep him in southeast, where he actually belongs to. So I think that's why they choose Sokoto. And my mind is telling me, I know that they are going to, place him in one of these northern prison. And according to what I learned, the kind of cell they are going to put in Nnamdi Kanu is a special cell, not the one they put every random, prisoner. It's a very, very unfortunate situation. This is not the first time that we have seen our hero, innocent people, be jailed deliberately, irrespective of whatever you say they do, whether they actually commit that thing or they don't commit it. If they want to jail you, they know how to do their thing. The case of Obafemi Awolowo, he invited the lawyer to come and fight for him. The lawyer was denied entry. His son wanted to defend him. His son was killed. He was eventually jailed. When he appealed, when he saw the charge he withdrew the case. He said, I cannot win this case. There's nothing I can do. So when federal government bent on jailing you, I don't think there is any They are the law. Yes, it's in a war situation where whatever Supreme Court deliver has become law, a point of reference. What can you do about that situation? So I think the best thing is to look for political solution in this regard. So, and political solution, did Nnamdi Kanu ready to accept any political solution? Any political solution now to release Nnamdi Kanu, meaning that he's going to boycott the agitation for Biafra, and is out of nailing, driving the nail again inside the skull of Biafra. And immediately you do that, nobody will look after. I saw something here. I said, people will talk about Sunday Igboho. Where is Rafu Asuruke? Rafu Asuruke was once joined this agitation, but because he has kept quiet, nobody is after him. He's a free man. Likewise, Sunday Igboho went to the palace. He started, rubbing his mouth on the floor and says, "I apologize." Everybody that he has committed. What he's looking for now is to how to remove his name from the wanted list, and he started moving from one order, from one palace to other. What is the order of the day? So I think Nnamdi Kanu is facing what whomever think he want to liberate his own people will face. That's just my point.
All right, gentleman Mike, why was he relocated to the north? Is this an attempt to break his support? His support base. Is it an attempt to break it, or is it just for security reasons?
Well, I think the reason is best known to the authorities that are moving him down to Sokoto prison, knowing the fact that he's not a condemned criminal as it were. He hasn't been condemned to death, knowing fully that he also has the right of appeal. So the logistics that it will take for his lawyer to start going to Sokoto for his appeal and all of that may be too cumbersome for them. I don't know why government choose that route. When you begin, and it's dangerous, Michael. You must put it straight. When you make prosecution to look like persecution, then it is not too good for any nation. Much as I agree that there are laws in the land, much as I agree that, and the law, even at that, the law must be seen to be fair to all. The law must be applied to everyone, the same measure. In terms of whatever crime you say anybody has committed, in a situation where some are being pampered in terms of their own prosecution, and another person has to go for a life imprisonment for similar case. We have seen non-terrorists in this country being given amnesty. As a matter of fact, we were told that some of them had been radicalized and eventually brought back into our military. That this has happened in the past. So when you have two different laws that are supposed to be applicable to people, but then you are not being fair as a judiciary. You are not being seen to be fair as well, and that is dangerous. So the issue of him being moved to the Sokoto prison, I think the government should not be perceived as if you have a personal issue against this person. If it is all about the fact that you feel that he has contravened the laws of the land, then it should be done with human face and all of that. So that is my view on that. Prosecution must not be seen as persecution, Michael.
Now, is it stipulated in the law? Is it the law that it must be at a particular prison or in a particular convicted?
No, it's not stipulated. It's the authority that will determine. In the moment you are convicted, it's authority that will determine, yes, where they are going to put you. But I told you that it's like in Nnamdi Kanu give them a blank check that it's a case you have already determined, like the case of Jesus Christ that has been determined. And that man was telling that, I can have mercy on you. Whatever I say here is a matter of authority. I can change the narrative. But that was when Jesus replying that if it has not been written, it will not be so. It's because it has been written that it will be like that. That's why Jesus Christ. So the case of Nnamdi Kanu know that irrespective of how I tried to defend myself. It is what it is, not it is. If we woman give them a blank check and even give a woman no chance to determine the kind of prison they are going to put in Nnamdi Kanu, all his, lawyer, they were sacked and they become consults that they cannot even talk in the court of law. So when a woman law was talking, nobody to talk for Nnamdi Kanu. So I see, like my stand from the beginning, that I see Nnamdi Kanu that want to, like somebody that want to put himself as a blood sacrifice for Biafra. That what else does it mean? My mom, my dad has gone. We have lost about 3 million so based on this the same cause. So who am I? Who am I now? And what is going to be is going to be. And that's why you see all what people call unruly behavior in the court of law. That, and some people say Nnamdi Kanu will be jittering. I say if he's jittering, that means he didn't know what he's doing. Because whatever you are doing, you should expect the consequence. Nnamdi Kanu expect this kind of a thing that, okay, you see the kid. Have you ever heard when they sentence some Christian to death and they continue to preaching? Have you ever heard some people conflict to not ordinary death? They are going to be born mistake and they continue speak what they believe in. So I expect that is the stand Nnamdi Kanu is taking at this moment, and it is what it is. What do you expect from a country you call a zoo? It's a zoo. What do you expect a country that is having affairs with terrorists? A country that is still, ruling party, name terrorists, tag terrorists in a foreign country. So what do you expect? What do you expect in a country like this? So I'm not surprised that they give an established, member of a internationally recognized terrorist group 20 years, and they gave somebody else. They even say it was a death sentence, but because of mercy, they quote Bible to give him, a semi-death sentence, life imprisonment. With that kind of a prison they put in Nnamdi Kanu, if it is a life imprisonment, it's better they kill you once and for all, and you go. It's better with that kind of a thing. If there is not going to be clemency or political solution that will set Nnamdi Kanu free, with this kind of a prison, it's better they kill you die once and for all, than to be die gradually. It's killing you gradually. So there is no difference between death sentence and this kind of a sentence that promoter should do. So I don't see mercy. There's no mercy. No mercy at all.
Even if he said he showed mercy.
Is that?
Even if he said he wanted
that's no mercy. That when he was talking about mercy, I thought
life sentence and death sentence, which one is better?
Okay, I prefer death sentence. You die once now, you eventually die.
If he doesn't have is that what you're saying?
There's no mercy.
But there's no mercy now.
That's what I'm saying, that if you are alive, well, clemency may come. But if there's no clemency with this kind of cell they put in Nnamdi Kanu, they just make sure that you are dying gradually, which is a very worse death, very worse system of death. Whatever enemies they want to use to kill you, of course there are so many people. We have seen Brigadier General being shot once and for all, and he has gone. But keep you in a particular, one free man, an husband of somebody, father to somebody, an hero of some people, kept in that place, and they have been watching him. It's an insult, and it's uncalled for.
And come to think of it, virtually everything Mazi Nnamdi Kanu said before he was arrested has come to pass.
Yes, of course.
Everything. He's like a prophet.
He's like a prophet, and he's a philosopher.
Yeah.
He's a philosopher. Unfortunately, we find ourselves in a country where they look for everything to make sure that they nail you. What error has Nnamdi Kanu committed that Sir Gumi has not committed as spirit? What error has Nnamdi Kanu committed that man that they gave 20 years has not? You see, Iswap leader. You see, this government, they don't give us chance to talk. If you want to talk the way you want to talk, this government, they will not allow you. What make them give Sunday Jackson death sentence when they protest? It's up to first. Now, this case was raised by a member of House of Rep in America. I was happy when I listened. So you know about Sunday Jackson, a man that used the same dagger that wanted to use to kill him, stabbed his attacker. And the attacker, the man was attacked as well. There is wound, though. He survived his own wound, but the Fulani man that had sentenced him to death. Is that justice in this kind of a narrative? Okay, where somebody cannot use, knife to defend himself, but we have seen Fulani use gun to kill so many people, and there is no justice. So where is the justice? Very, very unfortunate.
Michael, the narrative that Sokoto prison was meant to be very, very secured was part of what said was that they're going to put in a very fortified facility, as it were. But in 2012, the same Sokoto prison was attacked by Boko Haram, and over 100 prisoners was freed. The same happened in 2015, the same Sokoto prison. So that prison has records of attacks and all of that. So if it is about security, then there is more to it that government is not telling us, Michael.
All right, there's more to it than government is not telling us. Okay, let's leave that. About 215 pupils abducted in Niger State. Again, after Kebbi.
It's part of it. We are like, we want to continue from where we stop. The same thing that is happening. These people, government have watched them for a long time. They are growing, and government have not given us chance to talk whether they are really supporting people or not, or they want to fight them or not. Look at Tinubu. He want to send delegate. He said Ribadu to go and meet them in the United States of America. The question is, will Ribadu tell us the truth? Will he tell America truth? All of them, what they have been saying now is that there is no Christian genocide. But what is the name of that school where they got kidnapped? St. Mary Catholic Church.
Yeah.
Who are the people that go to that church?
Christians.
So what are we looking for? Where they were in Kebbi, go and check it. You will see Christian there. And any Christian they find there, they will not find peace. Yes, Aribu still remain in the hand of the terrorist up to this moment because he refused to change his faith. It's so sign that what you are saying is true. But unfortunately, the Nigerian government has bet on making sure that they confuse America. And the way I'm seeing it, they are going to confuse America and they are going to work with Nigerian government, which is not going to give us a result. Because Nigerian government is not ready to see the end of this. They don't behave like somebody that's ready to see the end of this program, the end of this genocide. They are not ready with their body language. Because if they are ready, you will have seen a lot of acts have been taken. Okay, that's assuming that all those people that are carrying gun, they have gun, and maybe their own gun is supersede your own. What about the financier? What have they done about the financier? Don't carry gun, and they know them, and the list is with federal government. What have they done to them? The sympathizer, what have they done to them? Has Gumi be arrested? As any government that can parade Pantami as a minister involved in terrorism, as simple as that. So governments know about what is happening. If you listen to the public hearing in the Congress, you will know that majority of them, they are saying Nigeria government, they don't do enough. Although they don't say they don't do anything, they do nothing, but they say they don't do enough. And when you don't do enough, it's so that partially you are supporting them, you are sympathizing with them. Immediately, US talk, see how one of them started rise up. There is no genocide. There is no genocide. There is no genocide. And we are witnessing genocide, persecution of Christians, especially in the Middle Belt. In fact, the name Middle Belt is very, very float in the mouth of all these Americans when they are talking. Some of them talk as if they are in Nigeria. It's amazing me. So, it is what it is. I think it's the high time America come so that we will see the end of, the end to this mess that we find ourselves.
All right, gentlemen, Mike, despite years of increased security budget, military operations, we still have abductions taking place in Nigeria. Kebbi State, 25 were kidnapped. Recently, 250 pupils kidnapped in Niger State. Where do we go from here?
I can accept we are going to be deceiving ourselves. We have lost it security-wise. And the earlier we call for help, irrespective of where it's coming from, better for the nation. We've lost it in the area of intelligence. Intelligence has collapsed completely. There are moles in the system. We can begin to say that even authoritatively now. Because if you look at even the Kebbi incidents, we're told that military were ordered out of that place, and few minutes after the terrorist struck. So even the governor of the state is now asking who ordered the military out of the school before the enemy struck. So it shows that there are more within our security system. It shows that this is not likely to stop except a very serious intervention comes in as fast as possible. In fact, we're already behind schedule. The intervention must begin since last year. If there's any word like that.
You mean US intervention?
Exactly. US, anywhere,
You're still calling for
anywhere, any intervention. That has been my position. Be it from the US, from wherever. A sinking man doesn't determine where you get help from. Whoever can pull you out of the sea is welcome, and that is my view. We need help, regardless of what our authorities are telling the United States at this time. They are not going to say the truth. The country needs help as fast as last year.
I don't know why Wole Soyinka keeps lambasting Donald Trump over the threat he issued some weeks ago. It's last week, 2 weeks ago. Why is he lambasting him?
We like to personalize everything in this country.
And so some Nigerians are saying that his threat, his statement has cost us this constant or consistent attack we are witnessing in Nigeria.
Of course, because when
ever since he made that statement,
somebody can say that there is such, in attack immediately America, and what it means is that they are daring America that yes, we are doing it. If you want to come, you can come. We are confirming it. Go to the church, attack church. Have now been demanding 3 billion naira for the release of people that are kidnapped at Eruku. And before we got that robbery, they went to St. Mary Catholic Church and kidnapped 200 students. So what it means is that they are daring America because these people, they have grown wing. Go and look at the hand. There is one they saw on social media. They call him Yellow 1 million. The man has JQC 88 whatever. It's a anti-craft gun that's no individual can buy. It's only government that can buy it. But the man is parading it. It's parading now. Any plane that do mess, bring it down. This is the first time they bring plane down. The plane was brought down in Niger State by this same set of people. So it showed that these people, they are daring America. Majority of them are coming out as come now, including the useless fufu from Niger Delta. That if the America come, they are going to bring them down. Anyway, just wait. Maybe they'll be able to do that. But to me, they are daring America, and they want this thing to become a full-blown war. That is what. That's my perspective. If they do that one, maybe they'll be able to spread. When America comes, they will want to go to North Central, because when you look at the way they are talking about, they are concerning about Christians being persecuted and killed. So, and if you look at the area where that thing is happening, it's North Central. So, America, they are talking about North Central. And if they eat that place, these people, they are going to spread. I think that's what they are working for. So when they eat them, the kukuno spread to every corner of Nigeria and continue the perpetration of their evil, which I pray it will not be so. But I think they are there in America.
Gentle, is Trump's statements because of the recent constant attack we are witnessing in the country?
It's unfortunate that that threat to some extent aggravated the issue, which shows that our security agencies are not in charge. Because ideally, for somebody to dare you to such an extent that okay, you are even contemplating bringing foreign stuff, then we are on ground and all of that. That shows that they have what we call see finish in this part of the world. That it seems they have seen it all. They know. Don't forget, these are guys that have attacked our military bases from time to time. They do that from time to time. Now that shows that they've seen it all. They've seen your capacity. They've seen your capabilities, and they can afford to mess around with you from time to time.
All right, Victor says the Nigeria problem is beyond Tinubu. The earlier the Nigerian government seek for support. The earlier the Nigerian government seek for support, sorry, the earlier the Nigerian government seek for support, the better. Unfortunately, the people that promote the killing of Nigeria are in government. All right, we move on to. Okay, Victor is still here. Okay, talking about the sentencing of Nnamdi Kanu. If I'm not making a mistake, the sentence is based on everything that happened in the court is just formality. That's why the sentence has no basis. All right, PM saying that Mazen Nnamdi Kanu is living and fulfilling his prophetic life. Adigo Ilonga says our hero Nnamdi Kanu was fearless in front of his enemies. Now it's clear that the Sokoto Caliphate was behind the whole drama. Thank you so much.
Please allow me to make this comment. Do you know that these people are now using social media? It's plain
Terrorists.
terrorists.
And the DSS is doing nothing about it. But if it were to be Yahoo boys, they will clamp down on them. You're welcome once again to the program.
You're most welcome again. You're most welcome. Yeah, all of you are welcome. I bless you. God bless you.
Mike, I think we have not seen today. Let it not be a kind of a discussion. Good morning, Mr. Mike. Our indefatigable anchor man, this year global city star. I say good morning to you. Good morning to our viewers.
According to report, there were heavy security presence when Nnamdi Kanu landed at Sokoto prison. Heavy security presence there. Why relocating to Sokoto?
Mr. Mike, it is Nigeria prison or Nigeria correctional services as they are called now. They are the one that is in charge of prison or correctional centers. And whenever anybody is convicted, it's the day they are determining where they will take the convicts to. So as far why they are taking to Sokoto, only the Nigeria correctional services can explain that. So they've not explained to us why they have chosen Sokoto as where they were, where they wanted to go and service prison sentence.
Welcome back to the program. Like I was saying the other time that securities, were on ground when Mazen Nnamdi Kanu landed at Sokoto prison. And I asked, why did they move him from Abuja to Sokoto?
I was telling you that Nigerian Correctional Service or Nigerian Prison Service, as we are formerly called, now Nigerian Correctional Service, they are the ones in charge of prison. Any convict being convicted in the court of law, they are the ones that will take possession of that convict. Now determine where he or she will serve his sentences. So it's their discretion. They have the discretional authority institution vested with the authority, with the duty of locating, putting convict at a designated prison they so choose. And then this prison they have different category. There's minimum, there's medium, there's maximum prison. So it depends on category of offences and category of convict. So it is them that determine which prison these convicts will go based on the sentences, based on the crime committed. So all those things is left to Nigeria Correctional Service to decide to do. Then on the issue of security, why security was very heavy at Sokoto where Kanu was located to, it must have been that Kanu is not ordinary person, not ordinary person that government is having issues with. Ordinary person is just might just be taken to anywhere. The Kanu has commanding followership of vast number of people, loyalists, adherents, people that adore him. He's a leader of many people. So maybe they're thinking that probably his supporters, they want to come and play a fast game on Nigerian security. So that's my own opinion. I think that's why they're thinking they have to be held present, because it's not ordinary person in the society. It's a high caliber person in society that's have issues with government. And so and then he has supporters, he has followers, he has a lot of adherents, people that can die for him, that can stick their neck.
They are trying to break his support base.
Yeah, they're trying to, but having known
that's why they moved him from that place
No.
Is it because people will be visiting him?
No, everywhere is visible. It's visible in Nigeria now. It's not Nigeria, it's the same country. You can go to Sokoto, you can go to Madrid, you can go to anywhere. Wherever you have a person, you can always go there and visit him. But I think where I'm saying that it is the Nigerian Constitutional Assembly that has prerogative of where they put a company to. But for the security that was heavy, it must have been that because Kanu is not ordinary person. He's a high caliber profile personality that he has followers, he has adherents, he has lovers, he has people that are supporters that are behind him. So they may be afraid that maybe if they don't have enough security around him, he may come and try and no. I'm not hope.
Mr. Vincent is transferring him to distant northern prison. A security necessity.
You see, I am not the spokesperson for the Nigerian Correctional Services. But if you go by the way he's crouched as a person, you will see that Nnamdi Kanu is a persona that carry a lot of weight as far as the narrative of this country is concerned in terms of his movement. And when you look at Nigeria as a whole, I think it still falls under the ambit of the NCS to so do, because you know, before the now we've had cases of Kuje prison being broken into and some other prisons, and they wouldn't want a situation because I said that whatever happened, whatever conviction he has gotten now is still a process. We have not reached the end of it, and I want to believe that what they have done, I want to believe that what they have done is in consonance with trying to keep security tight around him, knowing that because they don't want what has happened before to happen to him until the case is seen to the end.
All right, away from Nnamdi Kanu's case, about 215 pupils were abducted in Niger State. Another sad development in the country. Okay.
Mr. Mike, I have just told you what I think when I'm very convinced the solution. I've said this several times. I'm still repeating it. The people that are kidnapping, what's the total population of these terrorists and bandits? In millions, what's the total population in millions? They're not up to 10 million in millions. What's their number? We have over 200 million Nigerians still left idle. Those are not motivated to do anything to take security, the defense line as the primary people that will be in charge of it. I still believe that the moment government of this country take initiative that will begin to mobilize indigenous people of each locality, inhabitants, settlers, people who need residents of each locality to take charge of the security of the area. I'm telling Mr. Mike, we will push these people out. Now, because the political guys are afraid that if they mobilize us, we'll be aware of our rights. If they rig election, we can come up and resist them. That's why they don't want to mobilize with this citizen. That's the fear they're having. Otherwise, we are the potential resources that's available for them that they can use. If Lagos State and federal government say every community, Agba, Okela, Ojodu, Agege, Epako, everybody, form a system to security network in your area and depend on your area with full government backing. They will not do it because they know they have empowered us against them when they rig election. They know we will rise up against them and chase them out. So they will know what to do that for security. So that means their political gain is the paramount to what they are doing. Otherwise, if you are relying on police, navy, army, what's the population of Nigeria and everything? They are less than 3 million.
They merely react after this attack.
Mr. Mike, I've got the day I heard these statistics, I was shocked that both DSS, army, navy, police, civil defense, they are less than 4 million. In Nigeria, totality. Not to talk of the percentage that have been ceded to politicians. So now, what's the percentage left to protect over 200 million Nigerians? So this is what government is relying upon to provide security for, which is inadequate, grossly inadequate, very heavily inadequate for our population. But to do the difficulty of with the hundreds of millions in citizens that are left to support us, mobilize us, they will not do it because the moment they do that, we have been emancipated, we have been liberated, we have been empowered. For the system, when there's big election, they don't want. So that's why I feel. So, but what I'm trying to say now is that let people take it as a private initiative.
All right. To defend themselves.
Yes.
All right, Mr. Vincent. We don't see concrete actions. I mean, in terms of reacting to the situations of these attacks by bandits, terrorists of any sort. What was really the problem? You just talked about how many DSS have you?
We are less than
3 million plus. 3 million plus. 3 million plus in the country.
Totality.
Should that be the reason?
Everything.
For
It's part of the reason, because when we are talking, when we say we want to tackle a problem, we don't look the effects. We look at the root cause. You were around when I made an allusion to the fact that when openings were made in terms of advertorial in the paper, as the people that want to enlist in the Nigeria Armed Forces, people were not excited to even want to take a shot at it. And I said that these are some of the things our bane in this part of this war, that motivation is not there on the ordinary citizen to pursue a career in military institution. And the same thing when you look at the entire organogram of the country. Nigeria as a country is under police. We are under secured. Yes, in terms of the numbers. When a country that is boasting of over 230 to 250 million
we have less than 3 million.
We have less than
security men on the ground.
Why would you now say, and it's progression? There is this progression in our population setting or setup. When you now look at the way things are, and an average political office holder also cut some sizable chunk of armed personnel or security personnel to himself or herself. Then which one is now left that will go around and secure the communities or the country at large? Then it is high time that the country should do the needful, because as long as our institution is underfed with the normal ingredients that other civilized countries employ in trying to run their governance, then we will continue to have all this kind of thing. And I'm also being fed, equally being fed, that before that incursion to that school in Niger State, that they have already written to that school that they were coming.
They were coming.
Yes.
And the government of Niger State said it wants the school authority.
They want the school authority not to open. But I don't know from where they got that another order, and they opened, and those people came and cut away those children. You can see Nigeria at times, when I made allusion to the fact that Nigeria is more or less like a zoo now. Everybody just behave anyhow. There is no recourse to sanity again, to decency, and it is very action when you continue to see all this kind of being played out. At times, when we display our fury in the international arena, that say we are giants of Africa, I will say, giant my house, giant my foot. Because how giant are we? In every human endeavor, have we as Nigeria really played to that level of calling ourselves a giant? That is what we have come to see. And it is not really exciting me as a person, as a citizen, because this was not the kind of country the four leaders of this country envisage. And you can see what is happening now. Nobody cares again. You know, I didn't raise an hashtag on this platform that the ruling elite doesn't care about us again. And every day, I'm not a seer. Every day, most of the things that have been opportune to pronounce on this platform keep coming to the fore. You understand? Then you begin 250 people. You can imagine the trauma the parents of these people would have been going through now. And those children that were being taken off, only God knows the kind of treatment that they are not being made to go through. Nobody, and government is not talking. They are not talking.
I will see government is not talking.
They are not talking. They are not doing something.
Their best is not enough.
No, you see, it's like they are short of ideas. They cannot muster anything again that will make them to say, okay, they want to confront these breaches headlong. I'm afraid if we continue like this, Nigeria is teetering on a very on a tiny stroke.
See, these guys now control large parts of the north.
Mr. Mike,
With the way they constantly operate and attack indigenous.
it's easy for them to attack because they can. You see, if they are in their midst, you can easily identify them. But once they are in the north, they look alike among themselves, among normal northerners. Except when you see them with God, you can know that this is the best. If you see them among Igbos, you can easily identify that this is not an Igbo. If you see them among Yoruba, you can easily identify that this is not. But among their northerners, they look alike. And the issue now is that I'm surprised that why the leaders of northern part of northerners are so quiet. Why hasn't source of Sokoto and those their emirs have come up with some solution, take up initiative that what you are causing us, you are causing disgrace. They've not spoken up. But let just anything happen. Let anything happen to their people in the south here. You had when that happened in Edo State. They all gang up as if to come and kill the whole of other people. Now in their own region now too, they are not saying anything. So I think anyway. I don't want to say maybe they have part and parcel of it, but I'm only blaming the government that could not name them and confront them that hello, you are the problem of this country. As far as this issue is concerned, it is you, it's your tribe, it's your people that are behind it. The moment they do that, I'm telling you, they will sit up. Their leaders will sit up. They look, the government of the land has said, as identified us as that. That means they are saying that we are part and parcel of you people, and they will not want to separate themselves from
Northern governors are now ordering closure of schools. Should that be the solution?
It's going to be part of it because it's better because since schools have now become their target. Point. I think the best thing is to first of all close the schools. Maybe they have to go to the drawing board again and then take time and see how they can wriggle out of this quagmire they have now found themselves. But be that as it may, it was also in the news at one time. The so-called people, we have used all form of semantics in trying to say that we want to we have used all form of semantics to say that we want to do all manners of use all manners of instruments in tackling these security breaches, but all amounted to nothingness. And when you now look, and the so-called traditional rulers in their various states, where all these things are being carried out, you will see that you will see that all these traditional are also being seen working in complicity with all these bandits. How do you expect somebody that is supposed to protect your cultural heritage, be a custodian of your value system, are not being seen working and whining and dining with all these terrorist gangs? Then don't you think that is a serious problem? For us to do, we have used kinetic and non kinetic. It's not working. Then we should also, extend a hand of friendship to all other egalitarian societies.
I think the National Security Advisor was with US Congress.
National Security went to US Congress. Lot of opposition themselves, for the US government to have a kind of a soft spot that they are really doing something. But you and I know that nothing has been done. Ever since they left, it's getting messier.
Yes.
In trueness of it, it's getting messier. We have not really seen anything on board that they are really ready to tackle it. All what they are after is that Trump shouldn't come with his military might.
Trump is coming next week.
And the way things are now, you will see that they are only trying to clothe everything in diplomatics, so that they will assume the thought that they are really working to see that they need to be in the box.
Just hold it a bit. I'm still coming back to you, Mr. Vincent, because I have some messages here for you. All right, somebody, one of our viewers on the platform, has extended love to Ben Jack this morning. Yeah. Tony Scott, 50,000 naira for you, Ben Jack.
May good Lord you too, protect you wherever that you are. Remain blessed.
Yes.
You and your family and your friends. God bless. God bless you. Thank you.
All right, let us know if he's the one you're talking about, Mr. Tony. Yeah, some of 50,000 naira was sent to my account, which will be delivering to the person you're talking about. Let us know if it is the same person I just mentioned you are talking about. Thank you so much, Tony Scott, for that great love. Now, so Odeze Chima, who sent a message on the platform concerning what we are discussing. Mr. Vincent Kama is at work. Tinubu and his friend Buhari used every possible means to remove Jonathan from office, including the Chibok girl saga. More will still follow.
Odeze Chima, Mr. Odeze Chima, I cannot agree with you less. You've always spoken to the truth on any critical issue burdening our nation. And I want to say that you have always been somebody I adore so much because of your reasoning. And I cannot agree with you less on this because I believe Kama is at play and is working so hard.
All right, we move down to someone else in the comment section. Baba Yaga. Yagali is here and he's saying,
Baba Yaga.
Mr. V, you're always on point. Thank you, sir. You're always on point.
Thank you, sir.
Yavin Komaik is saying you're telling Nigerians to defend themselves after your brother will sentence them to 21 years in prison. That you're telling Nigerians to defend themselves after you will not send them to 21 years. All right, you took Kanu to the Sokoto prison for which reason? That's what the Chima is asking. Sokoto prison that has been attacked by terrorists and Boko Haram in the past on many occasions. What that trouble they look for is not far. All right, Clement says we know that Tinubu didn't like Igbo people, but we are watching for him. We are waiting for him in 2027 if he's still going to be there by then. Odeze Chima goes on. Does it take a prophet for you to know that all these things unfolding in Kanu's case has already been predetermined by Tinubu and his northern gang and perfectly executed by Omoto Show?
Well, shall we? See, if he says it has been predetermined, I don't know from where he's talking from. He has his own point. Because I'm not buying to that that matter. If I must tell him, the people that really push Kanu with this problem, Kanu was fighting for legitimate cause. Self-determination is legitimate cause, and the protest is a legitimate means of doing this. But the people that gave Kanu problem were the science governors. They were the ones who first proclaimed ban on IPOB. Maybe he didn't know that. If he doesn't know, I'm telling him. The people that pronounced ban on IPOB activities was the governors of South first. Before Buhari went to control Malami to get court order. So the people that brought problem to Kanu in this case is the political class. He doesn't know that, I'm telling him. So he should know that. So to say if the sentence is predetermined, that means it's predetermined by the Igbo political class who pronounced ban on IPOB activities. That's what gave Buhari opportunity to go to court and now secure court order, which was not enforcing on Kanu. So any predetermination is talking about started from the Igbo political class. All them responsible for what before Kanu now. So if you say to remove all these ones, where were people that pronounced ban on him? Political class in Igbo land. Do they want Kanu to be free? Do they want Kanu to be free? They don't. When sit at home was going on, are they not going against sit at home? The governors, are they not going against sit at home? Or opposing is that one is in charge. So if you're talking of who have been predetermined of Kanu's case, all Igbo political leaders class responsible for the world, they are not brought calamity to that very kind that one that blesses upon him. Supposing he didn't play Kanu to the hands of Buhari wouldn't have body, he wouldn't have, he was still careful of how the Kanu issue. But the man Igbo government came out and ban IPOB activities. Buhari go and have the guts. Say, okay, yes, his leaders have rejected him. What am I waiting for? Malami go to court, get order. And immediately they got court order from Abuja. Buhari was now enforcing that on Kanu. So if there's anybody to blame Igbo government, political class, that the first one that will do that responsible for it. So it's not blame Tinubu. Tinubu may have his own political game anyway. One thing must know is that all politicians, they are the same. They are all friends. They are not enemy to each other. Who's already now is backing Tinubu. Also, you know, before second term, he's already endorsing Tinubu. The man in Akwa Ibom, I cross river, they are endorsing Tinubu. Already they are the same, they are friends. Only the common masses, they'll be dividing themselves. Abibo, Abiba, and you people now, people now, continue dividing yourself now. People who are exploiting your disadvantages, they are enjoying themselves, they are in power, they are making use of your division to create among yourself. So, if we the masses can unite and forget about this sentiment, this tribalism here among ourselves, and be like politicians who are friends to each other, we can push the people out of power. What is their population? This political class, what is their population? Add to 20 million Nigerians, compared with other remaining 200 million Nigerians, masses. But instead of the masses to be together, people will say, no, you don't want to do it. Continue to divide yourself now. The politicians will continue to expect you. They will take advantage of you. And they continue to behave the way that they behave.
Okay, Clement Okoli says, OJ, I always agree with you. But on today's topic, I won't.
You have a right to it.
I agree. OJ, I always agree with you. But on this point, I will not.
You have a right to it. You have a right to it. You have a right to it. He has a right not to agree with me today. But I'm talking from my own understanding and conscience and reality of what has happened. Is it denying that it was not the first, it was not the Igbo government that banned IPOB first? Is it denying? Oh, he doesn't know. Maybe he doesn't know. It's different from his denying. No, that he didn't know that it was the first.
Place ban on the activities.
Yes, yes. Before going down. Yes. You see, denying or he didn't know. It's a two different thing. That IPOB activities was thrown into the hand of Buhari by Igbo governors. Mr. Mike, can I shock you one thing? Do you see the difference between what Igbo government did to Kanu to what Yoruba governor did to Sunday Igboho? You know that Sunday Igboho successfully did all the campaign, all the rally, around all these Yoruba 5 states. The Saturday, the only Niger State left to become on Saturday. The government was attacked on Tuesday of that week. Did you see any Yoruba governor banning Sunday Igboho activities in Southwest? Did you hear any of them doing that? Just as they went around the whole Southwest doing all the rally. He didn't see any of them coming down to buy activities. But why the government of Igbo government and ban IPOB activities in Igbo land that gave now Buhari opportunity to go to court and now get court order. So if he says he doesn't agree with me, he has the right not to agree with me. But I'm telling him it's either he doesn't know or he's denying. So the political class of Igbo people, they're the one that brought this hardship, this problem Kanu is in now, that brought upon him.
All right, thank you so much.
Thank you very much.
I really appreciate it.
Okay, thank you for having me.
All right. Good morning, guys.
Once again, good morning, Mr. Mike.
Welcome
Good
to
morning, our viewers.
All right, what happened to our security men? About 215 persons kidnapped, 215 pupils kidnapped in Niger State.
It is really.
Are they overwhelmed? Are they under resourced? Are they, is there anything that is happening that we don't know?
A whole lot of things is wrong with the security architecture in this country. A whole lot. And this thing has been there for long. Understand? You have a growing population. And then our security should be, stepping up in their, as the population grows, we expect to see them strategizing. We expect to see them grow alongside. You understand? But unfortunately, that's not what we're getting. In a normal climate, banditry should be strictly the duty of police. But you can see how the military has been overstretched. You understand? And we know, I remember this government during his during electioneering year, one of the campaign narrative was that he was going to recruit more youth into the military. And we are yet to see that. You understand? Do you know that the military that constitutes the army, the air force and the navy is less than 400,000? Less than 400,000. The entirety of Nigerian police is also less than 400,000. You understand? So you can imagine a population of over 250 million people.
But they've told you guys to join now. Why are you not joining?
There's no form now.
Aside from, I can tell you, if you know the level of politics involved,
even
the level of politics involved, if you do not know anybody, I would advise you don't even suffer yourself to go because you can't get it. That is how they run it. Not now. You understand? You can't forget it. Go and try. I say go and try.
You said not now, right?
You understand? Okay, whichever way. Whichever way. See, we need.
Why do you say not now?
I still don't want to believe with him. He insisted, but because that is not what it is.
Why do you
understand? Why I say not now is that the insecurity in Nigeria now. Nigerians, especially those armies, they need people. So it is not like before whereby they are using God for that reason. Now the tower have been thrown, the door is open for whosoever that is ready to join the military. It's not like before. That's why I say, I'm telling you
it's not true.
It's true.
You don't know.
Not the matter of you don't know.
Don't know.
Hello, excuse me, my brother. Let us not even go far. Why I am
telling to go far is what I
excuse
know.
me,
What I know.
You don't know.
You don't know.
Why I'm telling you, I still have a younger step brother in the military.
You see, when did he join?
You understand?
You didn't tell us he joined maybe last year or last year.
No.
That means he has been there over like 10 years or so. You don't know, bro.
I'm telling you the fact. As it stands now.
You don't understand the fact you are talking about.
Okay.
When you talk about a Nigerian military or paramilitary or whatsoever in Nigeria, at least I have so much interest. We used to discuss that. So when it comes to the military, ammunition also, is what I'm very versatile about. Recruiting people into the Nigeria, either short service, you have a degree or whatsoever, it's difficult to.
Yes.
You have like 95% of those who you find in the military is the Hausa Fulani people.
That is it.
Even in the higher rank, you wonder, even someone that cannot, speak correct English or write good English, no qualification, how did he attain this kind? How is he able to what? Be a one-star general, you understand? How is he able to find ways to Nigerian Defense Academy? Because we have been pushed back in this side. And I wish over the years, somebody have been, saying it everywhere I go to work. Our governor in this side, our, opinion leaders in this side, supposed to put eye on that instead of ordinary, building houses, having clubs or so. There is need for our people to dominate the military aspect of the country. So we should now stop that. We will stop shouting, now we start the God control, and then get power, and then they control the military. Because they are not looking at channeling their way towards that direction. If have the O, and imagine in this place, you have a BSc. You is too solo to be going for recruits. Because all that we want to go short service in the 36 states. 2 candidates.
Yes, the slot is
per state. And in my own state, let's say Ogun State or Osun State alone, only my state, we are even more than the total number of those that came for it, that the military said they want. And in the space of you that you said you are in need of military personnel, your form was out. In the space of 1 week, you say you don't close. Is that they're serious like that? What is the campaign of the both Air Force and so? Now, last month the form closed for Air Force, which only was open. It was on the 7th of last month. Within space of 1 week, you want SSCU that which parents will allow his 16-year-old boy to go and join Air Force or Army with SSC, will never enter school. So even those who are there with they are complaining of what welfare. So to even get the form is very difficult. Very difficult. Myself and my people since 2011. Even when Bukan was off, we have decided to back to back year by this very moment. We don't know how worse it is. We are, let's say, if in this way, we say yes. But a group of people, my people on different stage, all of everything they saw, why are we not? You understand? The point that even the exam we sat for is as simple as ABC. Whether we finish school, what's the basic of the that is we are certain that we will be picked. But still we are not.
Since it's difficult, why are they not charging Nigeria?
That is the problem. They are not serious.
That's
what they become. Even the immigration and custom that we apply for, imagine we apply for it, which did a few months ago, please. You understand? Last year, even mail that you are not taking, we did not get. We just actually they say they don't do it. We say the successful candidates go out for exam. How come? When do you go about this? You understand? So that is the problem we have been here, and they are not looking at the aspect. It's about slots. But you don't get it. The likes of women. I remember that for your country, you find it even difficult to apply. It's insane.
I remember very well Jirika when he was the chief of army staff. At a point when the entire thing looked as if Boko Haram was overwhelming the military. They were winning over military. He came out to say it is unfortunate. In fact, at a point he said that the recruiting process is faulty. He faulted the recruiting process, where people who are not really prepared for this job are the people they recruit into the military, and people who are truly prepared for the job, you understand, will apply. Some of them will go apply for this thing year in, year out. You understand? The issue of godfatherism is what you see in every part of Nigeria, and that is why we see this level of insecurity. You can imagine abducting 215 students in Nigeria. 215 students.
After 25 were abducted.
Yes,
Abducted in this thing. And another thing I expect to see with the judiciary, a whole lot of things is wrong with this with the government. 25 students that were abducted in KB. We got this information that the security people, got the intel that they were going to attack the school. They drafted the security to guide the school. 30 minutes before the attack, the security people left.
Where would they go?
Should they not be, called for questioning? Are they part of the that is compromise?
It's two ways.
30 minutes before the attack, you left the location where you were assigned to protect. You understand? It's fishy, it's suspicious.
Even in Niger State,
you understand?
There's an information that.
So you can imagine these people
got information that they are coming.
They keep daring the government, they keep daring us. They keep daring. It's unfortunate. This is failure of government. If anybody say America should come and help us, truly we need help. If you resort to self-help, they will arrest you. Look at Sunday Jackson in Adama. He was in his farm. Somebody came to attack him. He resorted to self-help. He applied self-help and killed it. Today, they have been sentenced to death. With an unfortunate situation, you cannot protect us, and we should not protect ourselves. What are you telling us? Obviously, the handwriting is showing that you can't protect us, and you are saying we should not protect ourselves, and you are saying that we don't need external forces in this country. So, what do you want us to do?
When
these guys have taken over.
They have taken over, and it's unfortunate.
when you ask the personnel that are to guide the school, then we have something to say. But it's in the military whereby you don't question your direct order that is being given to you. When you ask people to stand guard, which ammunition are they holding? Where are the sophisticated weapons to defend themselves? Where is the mountain? Where is whatsoever? And you deploy probably less than 20 people to guard, and they know that those are becoming, they come in mass. So when they request more hands from their commander, and he refused. So when we started questioning, bring those people to floor, and they said, we will know how this thing is been, and when they are not where it could. And that's another problem we have.
Unfortunately, Nigerian situation requires international help. I used to think that we can do it, but obviously the way it's looking like, we need help. We are a country that truly needs help because we are in a dying situation.
All right, so there's a team says instead of me joining the military, I will go and push wheelbarrow in the market.
Of course, we have money.
All right, Clement says, my brother talking, yes, we. My brother talking, yes, we. We have an army that can read and write, but also we have a judge who sends Kanu to jail. He can read and write. All right. Suma, this is from DOA. Suma and Kule, go and sign up for military and stop complaining. Have you applied, or you prefer being?
Yeah, thank you.
Thank you. Okay, or you prefer being in the city stand army?
Please, let me just follow the protocols. Stand by the protocols. Let me even start from the great Inaba to great Tina that's been there for me. Thank you very much. God bless you. God bless your generation, and God will always remember you. And about the military they're talking about, I'm willing to join military as I am now. If it is anytime, yes. If they can, I can. If they can be accessible, if they can be accessible, I will go there and collect their form. I don't need to be in the combat.
You have your height, your feet.
I can be dishing out information. And again, Mike, as we have here, there was security information, security classified information that we need to send down to Lagos State government. Yesterday, there were boys under 19, like 19, 20, and they loaded them in the trailer At midnight, they were going towards Fagba. And there's a governor on ground.
It has always been like that.
They have videos. Yeah. And those are the future terrorists that will come and start.
Are you sure they have terrorists?
Yeah,
or the ones
they've
doing their businesses around the area?
They've gone up cow.
You know, there's around that side.
But there was no cow. There was no.
The people are more than the cow.
I mean,
The people are more than the cow. We have 5,000
we need
people.
to always be proactive. We need to be proactive. That's one thing. You sleep in slumber, you get down in slumber.
Something,
You say something. So that's just what I want to say. Thank you very much for allowing me. Yeah, I want to dash down to somewhere now. Thank you for allowing me.
Talking about the comment which made that James so much should go and join. I think, as I mentioned earlier, that's one of my interests. Probably to 2011, I have several forms, even till very date. You know, based because you don't want to be ordinary, we keep on going to school to have more profile. So go even till now, I even was at this last immigration or custom, which I still apply for that every day. So
why is Nnamdi Kanu in Sokoto prison? That's what Nigerians are asking. Is it not risky? It's not dangerous for him?
If you ask
the northern state.
aside from the fact that it is risky, see, he has families down in the south. You understand? To me, somebody in prison, you know, one of the comfort you get is when family and friends visit you. Taking him to Sokoto is too far. You know, it's very, very far. I do not know what necessitated their decision anyway. But if you ask me, I will say it's too far. Now, it should be, we have prison in the south. You understand? And that will allow family and friends to visit him. You understand? From time to time. I do not know what necessitated their decision. It could be for security reasons. I really cannot tell. You understand? Maybe they are scared of prison break or something. But I feel that it's really far, if you ask me.
You know, we don't know the reason. Probably those in power want this is politics now. I think the Hausa people or the northern people, some northern person, been trying over the 2 years now to sabotage the president's effort. You know, that is what we are seeing now. I can see the pressure is much now. When their uncle was there, destabilizing the country, Buhari, they did not say anything. They say Baba, Kiniko. And now it's another turn now. They are trying to that's how they keep on doing. So and we will say they won't actually blame them because our president have actually played into their hands too, by letting personal ambition cover his eyes better than good governance. First, you are saying it's half quarter of the year, you are already pursuing 27. You don't even own tomorrow. So he has given them that chance, and let's see how the whole thing will go. Probably, I will just hope nothing happens to Nnamdi Kanu at the prison. They have maximum security. We don't know the essence, and since they are going to appeal, let's see what we end the case.
Thank you so much for your contribution. Good morning, guys. Welcome to
Good morning. Good morning. Good morning to our viewers. Good morning, everybody.
All right. Good morning, sir.
Yeah, good morning.
How you doing?
I'm cool. God bless you, all our viewers. God bless you, Mr. Mike. Thank God today is Saturday.
Thank God today is Saturday. Yes. Mazi Nnamdi Kanu out of Abuja, now in Sokoto. Is this conviction not taken too far?
Are you asking me? Yeah. You go and find as a Biafran evangelist. I love that. Yeah, it's not too far. Sokoto is Nigerian state, and it's in Nigeria. It's one of the states in Nigeria, and at the same time, it's more or less of because let me use the word. They are more somehow scared. You know, the attention of the people and the population of the people in Abuja, to be precise, regarding to the current situation. You understand? So they want a place whereby they will be able to contain maybe, the tension is high. I say maybe, and then that Sokoto of a thing, to me, it doesn't supposed to be taken to Sokoto. But I believe that the government, Nigerian government, Omotosho and Tinubu, knows where the game they are playing with the Mazi Nnamdi Kanu. And don't be surprised, even at that Sokoto, and the Omotosho said he must not be taken to Kujo because he was supposed to be in Kuje prison. And he's not taken to Kuje prison, he's taken to another. It could be the way to me, according to the source, one source that is between me and him, that this thing is like more or less of a house arrest. more or less of house arrest.
Political punishment.
Yeah, that exactly. You are making the point.
Seeking for
Political solution. Because another tendency, some of us have said that Bola Ahmed Tinubu may likely be the last president of Nigeria. Do you understand? That he may likely, some of us have said it, that he may likely be the last president.
What's the reason
Of Nigeria? The reason, and he make 1 or 2 points. The reason is the Fulanis are allying with the UK. Remember, Nnamdi Kanu case was from the UK for him to be sentenced. Do you understand? It's order from UK, not even actually Nigeria. UK allying together. Then Bola Ahmed Tinubu now, if you watch it now, he is now forming an alliance with the France, not the UK. You see another game, playing a game. If you watch a game, Yoruba man was used to make this pronouncement to a kind of road 1 or 2 things. Now, okay, I move. Don't be surprised in 2026, 27 when campaign will come. And if you check a 2 times election that was held in the southeast, people actually didn't come outside. People didn't come outside. He knew, president knew that people didn't come out, people didn't turn out. They just give the result for them to continue. But him will like a situation whereby people at least may likely come outside, so that when he will begin to declare the result, there will be no space for the northerners to stand or to use against him in 2027 election. So, and who is the person that they can use is Master Nnamdi Kanu. Our government doesn't speak what I'm here. They don't tell us what anything they say, we don't listen to them. We pay more attention. I'm telling you, the people now pay more attention to whatsoever that goes around Master Nnamdi Kanu. So don't be shocked that by 2027 now, there may be likely, I use the word likely, there will be a kind of presidential pardon, and they will use him, and he may even go to him and they ask, reach an agreement. Don't be surprised that after because this man is a politician, raw one, he's playing a card, a serious one. Tinubu, he may use him to get his second tenure, and in that second tenure, the first year, second year, you can start your wahala. I want to free you. It's a common sense. You can start your wahala, and I know when you start the wahala, these people will rise. Everything will, scatter. From there, we will end the whole thing. It's a common sense, a common idea. So whatsoever that is playing now, I'm just watching it, because that Thursday I was too furious, ready to end it with anybody. I must be honest. Those that witnessed saw me that very day knows that the Biafran evangelist is not on a good mood. Be he who. But after this some kind of I'm like okay, calming down. Yesterday I was supposed, but the tension here yesterday and time I have to give space.
What can you say about the abduction of 215 pupils in Niger State?
Yeah, this another one again after the COVID 25
CAC members
and the adoption and the killing of some pastors and the members. This thing tells you more failure to Nigerian government, more inability to Nigerian government. It shows, and I love as everything is going, that actually Igbos is not the problem of Nigeria. Neither is Mazi Nnamdi Kanu the problem of Nigeria. And what place in the court by the pronouncement of Omotosho shows exactly how weakly the weakness of our judiciary. Yes, how ridiculous it has become. Obasanjo said something. He asked, he threw it as a question, your pronouncement under which law does it stand? And he himself, Obasanjo, said before the pronouncement, the day of pronouncement, he said that the Nigerian judiciary now is answerable to people, not according to constitution, before the pronouncement. So if you watch the whole thing now, and what is happening now is confirming what the chief of the defense and where Minister of International Affairs, Bianco Juku, and Ribadu are the Minister of Security Issues in Nigeria. All the liars and the other Bishop Coker, all the lies that they have been lying. This thing is proving to America the more that the problem of Nigeria is not IPOB. You understand? The card is playing very, very well. So there is a serious genocide against the Christians in Nigeria.
All right, it seems our security men are losing control over the security issues in the country. What do you have to say? Well, with the action of 215 girls in Niger State, are we heading? Don't you think we are heading towards another dilemma?
Well, in Nigeria, I have already found out that Nigeria is moving somewhere, and Nigeria is at time bomb. They are at time bomb. Now, a security, something they say that look at what is going on, which they are aware, and decide to put in post, protect here to save life and property. Can reach, you move out from there. Now, this is where I will call that Navy officer. What will he say? Satan of Sokoto, what will he say? All of them keep dominant, and they are watching what is going on in Nigeria to tell you that Nigeria is not more Nigeria. And Ahmed Tinubu, being the president of Nigeria, you know what is going on. Then I say Nigeria is a time bomb. So who will rescue Nigeria? No one else. If the military cannot protect the citizens in the school, now how many schools have been closed down because of terrorists? Not two. About 40-something schools, about 50-something, they closed down. But
not closed all of them.
I mean, no
risk of closure.
Now, it's better for something.
Continue what you're saying.
So, in Nigeria, I don't know where they're heading to. Nigeria is going somewhere. Is it in the good place or in the bad place? That's how I say the truth. When we solve this problem of Nigeria, is on the road to New Biafra. That is where everything will come down. Without it, Nigeria can never get herself. That's how I say the truth. And which Ahmed Tinubu is aware of it. And the struggle of on the road to New Biafra started in the hand of Ahmed Tinubu in 1999, which haven't ended. 1999. 1997, April 13. No, April 13, 1997. No, you said no. I believe in one Nigeria. No, I'm telling you where the struggle of on the road to New Biafra started. It's 1999. Where Ahmed Tinubu was the Lagos State governor. Where was Lagos State governor up to now? And Ahmed Tinubu is the man that is the one that said, Rafael Wazike said, go home. Don't stay for another person, country, state, and be fighting for freedom. Wazike moved out from Lagos and went back home. So up to now, they know what is going on. Forget about the bandits, what I do. They know that Nigeria have already scattered.
You see, all of us have been saying. So the reality on ground is that for 2027, it's like what Biafra eventually have just said, Nigeria is coming to an end. If you watch the scenario, what happened last month, the president, the commander-in-chief of armed forces, changed the security chiefs. They bring and they give them ultimate task, go and flush those bandits and stop those nonsense we have been hearing happen. Okay, what is happening now? It now increase. They are not telling him that on 2027, they play back time. When Goodluck Jonathan was there, you can see what was happening. They use Chibok girls. They use Chibok girls. The primary target of the Jonathan government was Chibok girls. And who mastermind that finance of that document was this present administration. Yeah. Okay, now see what they are seeing now. They are seeing beyond their own control. They can't control it. So, come 2027, what we are seeing is what we are seeing, and what we are not seeing is more than what we are seeing. Everybody is going his own way. You can see what is happening now. Nnamdi Kanu sentence, life imprisonment is like execution. Death sentences. Now you're not transferring to Sokoto, Aerofire zone, Bandit zone, Killer zone. So what are they trying to tell you that come 2027, the hierarchy is on the wall. Everybody will go his own way. because there is no truth anymore.
All right, thank you so much. Thank you, Biafra Evangelist. Good morning to you.
Good morning, Mike. Yeah, it has been long. I thank God and bless for all our fans and Mr. Planedi Okoko. God bless every one of you in Jesus' name. Time is not permitting me, but I could have do more prayer unto you. It shall be with every one of us in the name of our Lord Jesus Christ. Amen. Yeah. What's on board?
All right, currently, as we speak, the state of insecurity is what Nigerians are saying. It seems it's going out of control now. 215 students kidnapped in Niger State. Kebbi, 25 students kidnapped. This same week in Kwara State, some members of the Christ Apostolic Church in Eruku village were kidnapped. Some of them were killed. What do you have to say concerning the state or state of insecurity in Nigeria?
You see, I thank God Almighty how things were happening. Because if things were not happening since Finland jail Simon Ekpa, now Nnamdi Kanu is their custody. If things are not happening like this, everybody will see Igbo man or Biafrans as the problem of Nigeria. That the cause of the problem, really, Biafran and Igbo man are the problem of Nigeria because of injustice perpetrated on them. Now look at this, some people they are killing now. Like the same people who lead the war against Biafra in 1967 to 1970. The same Christians. Tiba Danjuma. Bewan. Bisala. Duncan Valley. Mama Vessel. All of them lead war. The only Fulani man that came out was Buhari. The rest were not the bet. Babangida was a Muslim, we know that. The boss of the Fulani. Now, they are showing what they reap. But I am not happy that it's a generation that knew nothing are paying the price. Like Bible said, God said, don't use this adage again, or proverb again, that the father have eat so great, and the children think you are on the edge. But what happened now? The children think you are on the edge. Generation did not commit the crime. Now, killing CAC, when they went and killed a lady who supported that there's no genocide in Christian genocide in Nigeria, who tweeted and wrote, was among them that they killed in CAC church. Law of karma. Now, people who are saying, like Rubadu went and Poker and others, there's no Christian killing genocide in Nigeria, this will be the evidence. You understand? And now this has showed us Nigerian security have failed. We don't have secular security. What we have now, Muslim jihadist security. We don't have secular security. Because if there's secular security, I don't see why jihad should be prevailing against Nigerian army.
You compare Nigerian army before.
The Nigerian army was best in the war. Was the best in the war from Black Africa. Nigeria, because the soldiers were so rugged. If not Nigerian soldier, this war in Liberia could have been ended.
Yes.
Ecomob.
Somalia and
Yugoslavia, Nigeria participated. And if you read the see putting Nigerian army in a rugged place that no human being can they survive. With dancing, with everything, hunger with everything. But now where are they?
Yeah.
What happened to them?
Politically destroyed.
Now, Nigeria are sovereign nation to stand on the line. When you speak truth, you die. They are sovereign nation on that. But they are not sovereign nation that Bandits to come and give them condition from all part of world, Fulani, jihadists imported to give Nigeria government condition, and Nigeria government will obey. But that place they are not sovereignty. But they are sovereign to tell America not to come to fight for the common people of Nigeria. Now, let us put Biafra aside. Now it's rounding up the entire Nigeria. I think they have caged Nnamdi Kanu, give him life imprisonment. You know why they give Nnamdi Kanu pronounce life imprisonment? They are fearing to pronounce it direct death penalty. They are fearing what the reaction will be. Therefore, they take life imprisonment to cover it.
Yeah.
And they took Nnamdi Kanu now, as we are hearing, to Sokoto. Are you sure Nnamdi Kanu will come alive from Sokoto? Where is the head of bandits? Let me tell you, unless God intervene, or by the mercy of God, that Nnamdi Kanu will come alive from that area, if really it's in Sokoto. Because I'm not saying it has happened, but let us view the atmosphere. One day, riot may break out. In the name of riot, the bandit will go there and kill Nnamdi Kanu. Not Niger going to kill him, it's bandit, it's riot. Not Niger going to kill him, it's bandit, it's riot. And they will kill some people. Innocent souls to cover up. I'm not saying it has happened, but look at the atmosphere. Because Niger government cannot come out and pronounce the arrest sentence to Nnamdi Kanu. They take this in to cover it and remove him to Sokoto. Why not remove him to Imo State? Why not bring him down to Lagos? Why not Abeokuta?
Why not?
Why not Abeokuta?
So why not? Why take him to North?
Why not take him to North, to Sokoto? No,
Why they took him to North, my brother, let me help you. Because the North have alliance with the British. If you watch on November 7th, Mazen Nnamdi Kanu say, is that what the British asked you to do, to jail me? So this is the conjunction of the British ideology and British Fulanis in Nigeria.
Now, yes, what you said the truth. Like what happened to Nnamdi Kanu was what happened to Awolowo.
Yes.
When they jailed Awolowo 10 years for treason, because British government was interested to jail Awolowo because they saw Awolowo that time as opposition, people who opposed their interest in Nigeria. And Awolowo, what Nnamdi Kanu was crying out, what Awolowo crying that time, don't villainize Nigeria, don't villainize Nigeria. Zik already went into accord with them under NPC Action Group Alliance accord. Zik already agreed with them, but Awolowo resist. Now, go and read the Daily Times, Thursday, September 12, 1963. Go and Google it. You will see the full statement. And the regional Awolowo, Yoruba man, regional Nnamdi Kanu, Yoruba man, for the interest of North and the British. So what Nnamdi Kanu is passing through is the same judgment Awolowo passed through. But Awolowo on his faith, they jailed him 10 years. But Nnamdi Kanu life imprisonment. This is they're saying, Tulumbu, like my brother said, Tulumbu may bring Nnamdi Kanu for politics. If Nnamdi Kanu will be alive before 2027, let us pray.
They will.
How can bandits carry out operations? I mean, in Niger State and just get away with it. According to what we have here on Saturday Sun, bandits wrote letters to school before attack. Say residents. They even wrote a letter before they carried out their operation.
It has obviously opened now. For what I've been saying, that this is a cool business. Is kidnapping has become a cool venture.
They wrote a letter, and the government of Niger State could not do anything
about to stop them, to resist them.
And how can you even kidnap 215
and still go free out of the states?
Nobody hurt you,
and nobody challenge,
no
security challenge.
No police,
that is to tell you, this is a politician's system of making money.
They are milking the nation.
Yes, now. Adoption.
Yes. Who are those politicians?
Nigerian politicians now.
Let me tell you, if Nigerian politicians are doing those things, at the end, the same party will go after them.
They still informed you that they were coming.
They still inform you. See, get the message. I don't know if you remember last year. They said that the bandits in kidnapping that they make 2.1 trillion. That was last year. The profit. So you don't make a statement. That means in 2025 they are targeting up to 10.
2026. They are 2025 now.
You understand? No, this thing was in the report of last year. Okay. So he made the reference of this year. That means it has become a venture for politicians to make money outside their offices. Because
who are the politicians? The politicians not.
Because the reason is this, you know, money given to every state governor or to politicians for any project is documented, but there is no record in kidnapping how the money comes. So you see why they will kidnap, they will throw charges, and the government will go and pay the money, or the family will go and pay the money, and they will successfully collect the money and successfully go without any attack or challenge. It's a cool business by Nigerian politicians.
How can they even rescue these children? This is a government, a governor that said that there's no ransom payment again.
Now,
No negotiation.
now,
He said it.
Negotiation.
No,
Last month or 2 months.
no ransom payment.
Obago said it.
No ransom payment, no negotiation. Okay, how can they go and rescue? The rescue, is it not what General Musa Oba went in Medugri, and that he did not return? The security openly. Who will rescue?
And I'm didn't say it up till now. Nothing has happened.
Up to now,
a general.
no, a whole brigadier general. And the Boko Haram targeted him when he was ready to come and rescue me. Boko Haram went there and picked him. Which means there's a leakage in Nigerian security system.
That is where they are selling me and you to come and join.
To come and join.
Thank you so much, gentlemen.
Thank you.
Thank you. All right, viewers, thank you for joining us this morning. I really appreciate your engagement and your presence today at the stand. All right, to Dr. Ike in Caribbean Island, say a big thank you to you. To Ezenwater Liverpool, to King Henry, Sofa Biodun, Jackson, Clement Okoli, yeah, Udoze Chima, Andrew Kundimi, David Okafor, Williams Okameme, Muki Great, Lade Taiwo, everyone at the stand, everybody in the comment section. We appreciate all of you. We'll be back here on Monday. Yeah, on Monday. Please stay safe and have a nice weekend. All right.
Thanksgiving is coming up on the 7th.
All right. Thank you so much.
On the 7th of.
Thank you.